welcome back to another video. Today I'm talking about how strong was Shisui Uchiha. As we know, Shisui Uchiha was a Jonin level ninja at the age of 13, one of the benefactors and major players in the third great ninja war. Of course, he had the Mangekyo Sharingan abilities, as we see, and was one of the strongest in the Uchiha clan at the time. Even stated to rival Fugaku Uchiha, who was the head of that village. Now, there's many mysteries about Shisui Uchiha, at least when it comes to Mangekyo Sharingan. Of course, as we know, he has the abilities and the hacks of Kodo Matsukami, and basically any of the strongest genjutsus in the series outside of the infinite Tsukiyomi to combat basically any and everybody. I don't think anyone can break out of Kodo Matsukami despite how strong they are, even if they're leagues ahead of you in strength. Of course, that at least it hasn't been stated as that. Now, the problem with Shisui and why it's so hard to scale him is that he doesn't have feats. We know he is able to, he's mastered the body flicker technique and was one of the fastest shinobis at his time, probably second to third only to like Minato, of course, because Minato was the fastest shinobi of his time. Thing is, Shisui had Mangekyo Sharingan, so theoretically, right, he should have access to at least half of the Susanoo. Not the full body Susanoo, but at least half of it he should have access to it. We only see the collection or anything looking like a Susanoo for Shisui in the game, and they give him a full body Susanoo, that green Susanoo, as people know what I'm talking about, that green Susanoo, but that is not canon. Other than that, we only get to see him really, or at least stated, to fight Danzo. Now, of course, Danzo in filler, I'm not so much sure in the Itachi Hidan novel, uses poison to, of course, weaken Shisui to the point where he can catch Shisui off guard and basically kill Shisui right then and there and steal one of his eyes. Now, Shisui still is able to run away and at least still put up a fight against his Anbu and Danzo at that time to give his other eye to Itachi. So we do know that he was incredibly powerful, incredibly durable, and incredibly light. For example, if you were to put him up against any of the stronger shinobis in that day, you can clearly see that he is at least strong enough to defeat Fugaku Uchiha. No feats for Fugaku, so we can just state it for real. And it's been stated, at least at that time, that him and Itachi were going back and forth, but Itachi stated that Shisui is stronger, Shisui's more experienced, and Shisui would still easily kill Itachi in a fight, at least around that time. And Shisui, Itachi gets his Mangekyo after Shisui, so Shisui has no idea how to defeat Itachi in that scenario. So the only thing he has going for him is Kodo Matsukami and the potential of a Susanoo. He should have it, just, the Susanoo he's given is not canon. At least, I'm not going to consider it as canon. So if he has half the ribcage, or at least the ribcage of the Susanoo, or that half body Susanoo, theoretically, of course, he should have it. He has the Mangekyo Sharingan, so he should have access to it. The strongest person he should be around any time is, of course, right below Signing level. I think he should be able to at least defeat maybe 4th, 5th gate guy. He is, of course, in that Jonin level atmosphere of where Kakashi is. Probably a little bit weaker than adult Kakashi, of course, or at least Jonin Kakashi, where he sees him with Team 7. I would say he defeats Asuma. He's not Akatsuki level. Maybe he defeats one of the weaker Akatsuki because of his speed, of course, like Kakuzu. So that's a fair statement. He's as strong as Kakuzu. Other than that, he gets eclipsed by most of everyone in Shippuden and maybe OG Naruto. Of course, just because he doesn't have feats. The only feat he has is a loss on his record. And he has the incredible hacks of Kodo Matsukami. He can, of course, probably catch someone off guard to get them in that. Other than that, a theoretical Susanoo. Yeah. And then I'm just taking filler because filler is just directly in my mind right now. He was weakened by Danzo. So at least to that point, Danzo should, he was in a weakened state, so we don't really get to see him fight. And any of the filler that was taken, where he has to fight off those shinobi to a standstill, he is incredibly young, but he's still but that is a not canon, feat for him, of course. So I would say Shisui, incredibly powerful shinobi. He can defeat Kakuzu, but that's pretty much it. And it's still pretty much impressive at a 13, 14-year-old age to where he died around. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.